Good morning, guys. We have day 2 of Grim Forest going on. I gotta say, today is gonna be a busy day with videos. We have a huge announcement coming out in probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours after this video goes live. We got Siege video later on today. Grim Forest content, if you guys want to see this daily, I'll continue to do it. But if it's not something you're very worried about, let me know in the comment section down below, and I won't spam your video feeds with more Grim Forest content. Now, I went ahead and claimed this chest. That's 1 energy down. That's okay. I don't mind to spend energy relatively quickly. If anybody followed the path that I did yesterday, also let me know if you ended up getting the same spawns as I did. I know some players got some mimic chests every now and then instead of the regular chests. I would love to get a mimic just because I would be able to basically get some more rewards and showcase a mimic fight, but I haven't gotten any yet. Now, I believe I saw on somebody else's screen there's another boss down in this area. However, I don't really care so much about getting to the boss fights. What I kind of want to do is just uncover as much of the map, more or less, as I can. So what I'll do here is just throw in some champs. Let's go ahead and just farm these stages. The cool thing about Grim Forest is days that you have plenty of time, do the boss fights, do the hard fights, do the time-consuming ones, the annoying ones. Days where you just need to jump in there and spend some energy, just do the paths, the steps, just use the energy there. You don't have to do long days every day. Like today could be a great time for me, which is just a little bit tighter on time to do just some fast floors. But once again, it's completely up to you. Now, this is very annoying. They need to fix this. I've seen some mentions about it already, so they should fix it soon. I don't know why the chat is in the middle of the screen. Plarium's chat is not even good in game. Like, this chat is one of the worst I've ever seen. It's horrible. I don't think anybody does anything in this chat other than promote their clan, which I think was a bad update they made. I don't know why you'd allow every single player to just spam their clan invites in the chat. It just completely overruns it. Between that and bots, global chat has nothing to do, except for maybe like English channel 1 or something like that. Maybe that's okay. Now, level 7 here. Speed accuracy. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go that. More speed's always a cool thing to have. Let's go ahead and uncover some this direction. That could be a mimic. Let's go ahead and check out what this is. It is a mimic. We get the mimic. Please give me more gain as well. Please give me her. Yes, I got her. All right. Well, I don't know where she's at. I could have swore I saw her. Where? Oh, there she is. She's right here. We're good to go. We'll go shoes in as well. Taras. No Marichka. That's fine. We're going to go Rio instead of Venus. We need another champion with some good damage. That'll be fine. Or we'll just use Fiorad. We kind of use shoes in. That's okay. Let's give it a shot. If you got a heal reduction champion, Mimic is easy. If you don't have heal reduction, it's going to be difficult. If you bring a really good AoE damage dealer, it's a bit more manageable. You can kill the side Mimic, but once again, that's also quite difficult as well. The other things you can do is bring champions who can destroy max HP of the enemy. That's very helpful as well. Basically, what that's going to do is make the heal that he does much less impactful. Now, my Taras is naked. That's a problem. Typically, Fiorad would not be the one eaten. But since Taras is naked, he is in fact the one who's being eaten. Now, if we could have Taras using his A2 ability, that would be pretty sweet. But Taras, for some reason on auto, only uses his A1 or his A3. Doesn't really do his A2 very much. Even though his A2 hits for 430,000 damage, some champs just are kind of stupid. Uses A3 fine though. I'm not for sure the conditions on his A2 or why he doesn't use it on auto, but that's just what he does. So heads up about that. Whether it's off cooldown or not. But Mimic with heal reduction, it's easy. But if you don't have heal reduction, bring and destroy max HP, limits the heal. The side Mimic chest, I feel like it's mostly just a distraction, honestly. I ran it with Garrel or a champion maybe with a bunch of AoE damage. You can kind of kill it. But I think focusing it down is really just working against yourself, because what happens is by the time this gets off cooldown is how long it takes you to actually kill the little side chest. And at that point, well, there's no reason to do it because he's literally about to eat it again. Now, with that said, also shoes in here for turn meter manipulation, but whoever you have for turn meter manipulation is great. We got 1 fragment from that. Man, oh man, I'm feeling lucky today. 1 fragment will get the champion in 2 years, basically. No, I think it'd be quicker than that. I want to get to maybe a boss fight today. Let's expand and see what I can find. All right, we got some more chests down here. All right, got a boss there. Another Mimic, baby. We got more Mimic action. All right, this time we got no more gain. Let's test my theory with the Geralt, Lazarius. We have Taras again. If I had some more turn meter manipulation, I'd go for that. We got the Rabbit, who can just take tons of turns. And then we have Lazarius. Now, do we have decreased defense and weaken from anybody? We do not. Let's go instead of Taras, the Rabbit. And then we'll go Venus. Venus works well. Now, we have no heal reduction this time. Is it going to be a big deal? Possibly. Possibly could be a big deal. We're going to go ahead and throw an increased speed on everybody. It's not really going to matter at this point. I don't know who's going to be eaten. Probably Razovarg, but we do have a little bit of turn meter manipulation there. I'm hoping Geralt can stay out. Razovarg is built fairly well, so he may be the one getting eaten here. And if he is, that's fine. Geralt should be able to do some good work, and he does get eaten. So we're going to try to drop that chest as soon as possible. Venus hopefully going to be able to get some more decreased defense and weaken out. If we can drop the chest before he even gets a turn, that would be huge. Like I said, Geralt puts up some good damage. The chest doesn't even have decreased defense or weaken. Her constant joining in the attacks and the potential to just spam the attacks is super cool. Now that 1 million heal is pretty annoying as well. So it's something you definitely don't want to have happen all the time. Like I said, destroy max HP will limit that a little bit. It's not going to be perfect by no means, but it will limit it a little bit. And see, even I killed it quickly, but it's already off cooldown. I don't know how it gets off cooldown so quickly. It's like as soon as you kill it, it's off cooldown. I feel like they need to change that. Because how did you go through 5 turns, Mr. Mimic? Maybe it lowers the cooldown if something else happens. I have no clue what's going on here. 4 turn cooldown, 3 turn, 2 turn. What's going on? Okay. At the start of the Mimic's turn, the mini Mimic at 4 turns. I don't know how he's lowering the cooldown. For every 3 debuffs the team receives. Okay, that's why. For every 3 buffs. So maybe don't bring a ton of buffs. Or just bring your buffs and hope that you can deal with it. It's kind of really all there is to it. It's going to be doing a lot of the cooldown reduction, which is kind of annoying. Decreased speed's helpful, though. Decreased speed, turn meter reduction, all that kind of stuff. Double Mimic fights today. And there we go. Geralt does some work. We got another fragment. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's go ahead and adventure down here. We're at 13 today, so not... so far, we are not getting another Mimic. Oh my goodness, I'm farming them today. We got more gain again. My goodness. Let's go to Taras real quick. Recently used Taras. I'd moved his gear to somebody else, basically. 6-piece Merciless. I need to figure out what pieces I want to use so I don't have to keep swapping between Alaz and Taras. I don't love that at all. What I'll do here is just go Morgaine, Venus. Armand's is really good here as well. We'll go Geralt. Actually, I don't need to do that because I don't want Taras being the one eaten. He's sitting at 368% crit damage, which may be difficult to make him not be the one who's eaten. Something to keep in mind there. It's your highest crit damage champion, and 368 is quite a bit of crit damage. So... you know what? Instead of Armand's, let's forget that, and let's just go Geralt. Siegfried technically has more crit damage, so he could be the one to just stick around. Wouldn't really matter. We'll use Geralt here. 3 Mimics in a day. Wow. Mimics are RNG. Some chests you hit are going to be the chests, and sometimes they're going to be the Mimics. I don't know if there's a limit to how many Mimics you can get in a run, or like in the total map. I do believe they give better loot than the typical chests. But either way, we got them. We got to keep going with them. So kind of cool stuff, I guess. Go ahead and use the A2 there. Take a big chunk of his HP. He's going to eat Taras. Not a huge deal because we will have some actually decent damage from the little dwarf dude. He reduces some cooldowns a little bit. Decreased defense and weaken. The biggest thing is get the heal reduction going. I mean... I've already said it. No more need for Mimic instructions. I'm just going to skip this fight. You guys don't need to see it. All right, we killed the Mimic. It was a magic affinity one, which is weak affinity for Garrel, but it's okay. We got some rewards. Nothing really crazy there. Level 8. We're going to pick up defense and accuracy could be nice, but speed and accuracy I think sounds better. Now, with that said, I do need to check how much accuracy I have. I'm getting to the point where I don't need any more accuracy. Honestly, I'm pretty well off on accuracy at this point. This is a curio chest. So we get decrease each enemy's attack by 3, 5, or 10%. Nice stuff. We got some remnant fragments here. Let's go ahead and do this. Go against an Ashnar. Pretty cool stuff. We're going to go ahead and... do I have any decreased defense or weakened champions? Apparently I do not. Actually, I do. Kind of. Wait, not kind of. I do. Dracomorph. Is he going to be perfect for me? I have no clue. Razelvarg doing Razelvarg things. Dracomorph putting out the decreased defense and weaken pretty early there. And then we're just going to A1 this down a little bit. Get to the Ashnar fight. I think these remnant fragments or whatever. Oh my goodness. Why do I keep hitting that daggone clan chat? That's annoying. Not clan chat, but the general chat. That's annoying. I think they give like 5 remnant fragments or something. I'm hoping they give more than that. I know the boss gives 100, which is awesome. Okay, so we're going to go A2, and then we're going to click somebody, and we're just going to blast him with Siegfried and destroy the entire team, basically. I think Nagar stops his death or something, doesn't he? Well, he is. That dude's dead. Let's see. I think he revives on death. But it doesn't matter when everybody's dead anyways. This piece, some of these pieces could be cool. The 5-star pieces I really doubt I'll keep. The accessories are going to be the most difficult to actually get. We got a red Michinaki here. Let's see what's behind this dude. We got Cold Heart. She's going to be cool against a Mimic maybe, but I don't really need her. We have 5 and 5, so 10 total champs. This is where picking champs is very important to have, you know, a decent lineup of champions. Because right now, I got no supports. But guess what? I don't need supports. All I need is my Cold Heart, and we're good to go. Well, I guess the Lazarius is kind of a support, right? If I don't switch him to the second form, he's support enough. Now, I want to go ahead and get Garrel. I got double decreased defense and weaken. What am I thinking? Apparently I'm not. Let's go ahead and switch her to second form. She needs to be in the second form, so I don't need to wipe this first wave with my Cold Heart blasting them in damage anyways. Not that she was going to, but doesn't need to be done. Garrel just clear up the waves, no problem. Lammasu would have been better here. I just went to flex the Cold Heart. But yeah, Lammasu would basically have allowed me to reset the Garrel, some cool things like that to happen. Go ahead and boost. At least there's no Tetsuya. I'm surprised they didn't include him over here. Plarium likes to make some things especially annoying sometimes. Let's go ahead and decrease his turn meter. Just kidding, we can't because he's a boss. Can't decrease his turn meter. What am I thinking? I would love to kill the Yumiko. There we go. We killed the Yumiko. And now we put some big damage in with Cold Heart. There we go. 8k from Cold Heart. 800k from Garrel. But Cold Heart was here for the Mimic, the heal reduction for the Mimic. But I didn't get her any times I went for the Mimic anyways. I don't think. I didn't notice her if I did. Here we go. Michinaki down. A little bit of rewards. Bit more XP. Help me level up, hopefully. Here we go. Phygrius, but a red version of him. Maybe I take that on. Can I do this one? Pretty cool. See boss guide? No. Don't need that. Rewards. 35 million. What was the other one? We got 350 there. The other one was up here. I don't know what it was. Dang it. You guys let me know. Is the red one actually giving better rewards? I have no clue. I would love Taras plus Marichka. That was working pretty well yesterday. I really need a decreased defense and weaken. We get 2 revivers. We'll go for the... Let's go Fjorad plus the chicken, I think. I think this could be a good combo here. Basically... We got enough damage to do some damage. Hopefully. Basically here, I got decreased defense and weaken from Rio. HP burn action. We'll go ahead and this is not going to matter too much. He's going to strip me anyways of a lot of my stuff. We'll do that. And then for the chicken, we're going to put counterattack up. Now, the small issue with this is the fact that he's going to be able to mess me up on some things. We're going to go ahead and do this. Sure. Let's just turn on auto, see what happens. If he hits me with his A1 ability, he's going to have a chance to strip me. And if he strips the counterattack from me, it's going to be bad news. I don't want to get my counterattack stripped at all, honestly. My dwarf dude is doing some pretty good damage. Okay, we have some decent damage from the chicken as well. The more he hits me with the stacks on, he's also going to be getting more speed and stuff. It's going to become more and more difficult to actually kill him. Another thing I don't want to happen. I really need some shields going up, I think. Yeah, I'm about to take a beating here. Mr. Galathier saving the day. Thank you, buddy. Now let's go ahead and switch the chicken to form 2 and hopefully reduce the duration of these counterattack nonsenses. And then Fjorad, go ahead and drop that final shield. Mitigate his speed boosts, nonsense, shenanigans. Drop some decreased defense and weaken on him. I don't know if the chicken's going to do enough damage for this, honestly. Yeah, we're not doing a ton with him. HP burn's not doing huge. We just need some good, strong, solid, raw damage dealers, I feel like. 35 mil with this team setup, I don't think is too promising. Yeah, seven turns, 3 mil. Let's try this again. I don't have the best damage dealers here. We do have Siegfried, though. How could Siegfried perform over the chicken, even? Let's see. He could do really good if his... Oh, but he's going against a Force Affinity boss, though. That could get a little bit weird for sure. Decrease defense and weaken up. Let's give it a shot. See, boom. A big 104,000. Oh, my goodness. Plarium, you're trolling me. There we go. Now we won't get resisted. We'll have that A3 ability up very soon anyways. Okay. Weak hit. To be expected. This won't be a weak hit, but it would kind of feel like one. I may see if I can't refresh it and try to get Taras. We got a few refreshes each day anyways. Okay, that was a pretty good size reflect damage, I guess it was. Let's see. This may do some good damage, I hope. Okay, we killed our whole team. That's some pretty good damage, right? I guess it's a good sign of high damage. I'd love to go ahead and just blast all of his HP, all of his stacks down. I don't think we're quite going to be able to get it unless Siegfried gets a turn here. No, we don't, unfortunately, but we do break it very soon here, I believe. Now, he is going to be placing more stacks in a few turns. I don't care. He got the continuous heal. It doesn't really matter here. He's going to be evading this stuff anyways. Here we go. We got some more of that. Going to go for this. A1. And then I really need Siegfried to get a big A3 off and for me to actually be able to survive. We'll reset the cooldown after this. Okay. Takes a chunk of damage. I wonder if Siegfried blocks damage. He does not. He does not block damage whenever he dies from that. I didn't know if his passive would activate or not. It does not. It does not, in fact, activate, unfortunately. Now, could I just break another one? Be sweet. This dude's going to be getting a lot of those stacks left on him. Now, whenever he scales... okay, at least under 1. So it's not going to be like he has 2 stacks, so he scales twice as fast. It's just going to be he's under 1 stack, he scales quick. Basically is what it is. There we go. Got some good damage there. We'll go ahead and do the res. So Furion's a beast here, obviously. I mean, he's going to be doing the res plus the heal, which is very nice. Now, we're still not on track to finish this. We got to do 35 million damage. What does this say? Oh, I guess it's 23 because that's the previous one. All right, we're still not on track to finish that. Let me do one team reset. All right, so not working that well. The strategy not playing out the way I wanted it to. We also don't have Lamasu built. That's possibly why. Let's go for one more attempt. One more little attempt. Is she built 396 accuracy? Maybe it's enough. I don't really know. We'll go... Let's go for something like... I don't really want Garrel's... the chicken stuff to get stripped. Oh, you guys can't even see it. I can go Garrel plus Siegfried. Let's try this. I'm not going to continue doing this too much longer. I just want to play around and see if I can get something cool going here. Now, Siegfried being weak affinity is not that cool. Geralt, though, I think Geralt could be pretty sweet. There we go. Get her into that second form. No increased attack, nothing like that. Okay, she takes about halfway. Taras does some good damage as well. There we go. Just kill the Geralt, please. Yeah, yep. Basically, go ahead and kill that Geralt. I do believe. Yep. Okay, so Furion is taking a big beating right now. So we got a lot of damage, not so much healing, which, is it a problem? Most definitely is a problem. We need Sulfurion, probably in like regeneration or something that will keep him up high HP. Because right now, he just gets hit and just gets obliterated, basically. I mean, he's on the brink of death at this point. Siegfried's going to wipe him too, I bet. Now, if they all die, Siegfried will res, but I got a feeling it's not going to be the case. And oh, there we go. He's dead. Not a huge deal. We'll have to revisit this later on. That's cool. I like the challenge here. It's a much smaller champion pool to pick from. We'll have to try this out later on. I don't want to keep beating my head against it. So we'll... heck, I could even try it tomorrow when I have more redraw tokens. I could purchase the redraw tokens from here, switch out some champions, and it would kind of switch them out in my lineup as well. But I don't really care. It's not something I have to rush through at the moment anyways. Let's go this way. Okay. I guess we got a boss fight right there. Let's try this just to clear some stuff. Don't really need anything crazy there. What could I do for that Phygrius fight? Got to pump a lot of damage there. Got to pump a lot of damage. The Galathir lineup may have been the best. I was really looking to try to get Taras and Marichka plus Sulfurion. That was like a perfect combination. But only choosing 10 champions is very limited. So 5 and 5, the chance of you getting these partner champs is much lower, which is what happens when you get to that purple stage at the top. You have only limited, very limited champions to choose from. Let's go ahead and get HP and speed. And then we'll take this right here. You receive gold charm. Okay, I don't know what that's for, but it's okay. We don't need to collect these just yet. So at this point, I could be purchasing these, and actually I can't. I don't have enough resources just yet, which is fine, not a huge deal. Now this dude, does he require energy? He does. Okay, well, I can't actually try him. I guess it's not a big deal. I guess I didn't want to try him anyways. Forgot about that one. I was just exploring and forgot that, hey, I can't continue to retry him. So I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow, potentially reshuffle the deck then. But a lot of Mimic fights today. No new boss fights, nothing like that. We have a tough Phygrius up, but overall, cool day in Grim Forest. Let me know what you guys think about this stuff. If you guys want to continue seeing these, let me know down in the comment section below as well. I have 16 stages cleared at this point. I've used all my energy, so I'm not really sure how this is determined, but maybe it's just like the ball stages stuff, because some people have 30 stages. Maybe it's just the ball stages. Either way, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Stay tuned for the Siege video, as well as a huge announcement in the next, well, not necessarily huge, probably expecting it. Either way, stay tuned. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.